Hello, it's been a little while since I posted a video. I still have the BMW G20 BMW 330i from 2020. That's the model I bought. I did buy it used, but today's video is going to be about the hustle that BMW dealerships do. And by that, I mean the maintenance. Now, to be fair, every dealership has a certain cost that they associate with all their services, some more than others, and typically luxury car brands do charge quite a bit more than the typical regular car, and in some cases it's fair. Some of the parts are more limited, lower supply, more unique, or multiple different parts. I recently had to get my brakes done, and my car was coming up to its 60,000 miles service. Now with that service, there's three things that's recommended. It's doing an oil change, doing a spark plug change, and changing the cabin air filter. So, not a big deal. At the time, I was just getting my brakes done. They were expensive, but one of the things that they gave me was just a list of how much it costs to do some of these pending services that are coming up. I haven't done them yet. I am gonna get the oil change done by the dealership. Yes, it would be cheaper if I did it myself, but I don't really have a lift. And I could go to another mechanic or something like that, but I think there is some value in getting some of these things listed on the Carfax report. So just noting for like the typical services being done, and there is a little bit of peace of mind just getting it done from the dealership, but there are definitely some things like changing the cabin air filter, which you absolutely can do by yourself. And I'm going to give you the biggest reason for doing it yourself. The dealership is their cost for doing the cabin air filter is $229. $229 for doing the cabin air filter. I'm going to do it on my own, and I'm going to record the entire process so you get a sense of the difficulty as well as how much time it takes. It's definitely not worth $229. I purchased this replacement cabin air filter. I bought it from FCP Euro. They're a online service website that can provide supplies for primarily German brands, including BMW, Audi. I believe they include Jaguar as well, Mercedes. But the cost of this air filter or cabin air filter, $30. So at the end of the video, you can decide if all the work that you have to put in is worth that extra $200. But let's begin. I have the camera going here too, so hopefully I'll be able to pick up on all the things I'm doing with the GoPro. Let's just angle that, but yeah. So the first things first, knowing where the cabin filter is, and it's located under the passenger footwell area. So I am gonna have to get on my knees for part of it, but to start with, there's two clips here. There should be one here. Let's see if I can take it off. There's one here, and there should be one right about here. And they're plastic clips. You can twist some of them with your hands, but there is an opening in there. So let's just get this up under here. And you're just gonna go counterclockwise. So there goes one. Counterclockwise. There we go. So with those two clips out, now we pull the plastic trim. Just have to be careful because there's the connector for the footwell light here. Just have to pull that out. Making the $200 worth it now, aren't I? There we go. So just to show, this is what it looks like in here. This is the connector that I've just taken out. So this is for illuminating the footwell. So it should just come down now. So it's just to give a little bit of leverage, and I also didn't want to tug on this too much, but it is still connected up here, so that's okay. So now, what we have to do is, there should be a couple of screws. Actually, it's tight down. Huh. I don't know if this was maybe repaired at some point, but they've got it tied down. That's interesting. Okay. Oh. There should be 2 screws and a clip that we need to kind of get out of the way now. So I see one of the screws, that one right here. And then the other screw, I believe it is, actually, aren't they both right here? Let's take a look. So here's the clip on the side. So we'll need to undo that. Get to it. I'm just more confused why this is taped to it. This is the one. One should do. So still too tight. almost there, fam. I'm sorry. I don't think you can see it. I think it's short. I think we have found the solution. This is the T pattern, T20. It's the size I'm using. Just got the one with a little bit shorter because it seemed like the... And we have succeeded. Alright, now that we have those screws out, as long as I'm not mistaken, then there's another screw that we need to be looking at. I believe that there should just be a couple of clips that we need to undo. Clip over here. Bugger. Oops. We're at 22 minutes. That's okay. That's not clip. Oh. Sorry for the delay, but really I was finding it very difficult to get access, and turns out that, let me show you, on this panel, the clip was actually, it has a plastic part that was attached to here, but you can kind of push it off, which I needed to use a screwdriver to kind of just jam into, and in order to just get that part off. But now we actually have very good access, so I'm gonna put this over to the side. Set this back up, the camera back in, or get the light back in place. Now we really should be able to see what we need to do. Now, there should be a clip right here. We just need to kind of feel our way around. Oh, now there should be a clip located right about here. There we go. And then there should be another one located right up on the left side. There we go. Okay. that. Feel this. Some of this just keep it in place. And here we go. There we go. And here is the old cabin filter. Air sounds, but here is the old cabin filter. And so what's nice is with the filters, they put the kind of the cut, so really there's only one way to put it in, which would be this way with the cut on the left side. So now we take our arm, take our new cabin filter, oh man, this would have been so nice because they give you instructions. And I do apologize for my hair, but this was hard. But we don't need that now, because now we know this goes in. And so now we get back to it, and we do everything in reverse. So is fiddly. I was trying to think maybe it would have been easier to take the carpet out as well, but no matter. To make sure this isn't in the way. I think it was. What am I doing wrong? Again, this was quite fiddly, but it's, if you angle from the right side first to get that corner in, and you have a better view of it from here, then it's able to go all the way in. Here we have it. So, just tuck this under the carpet, so that was actually helpful. And now we clip that. Make sure, there goes that side, that's clipped. Alrighty, so now that we've done that, now we just have to put the screws back in. So let me get the screwdriver back. Hopefully this will be easier. Going in reverse order. Where'd the screw? Here it is. All right. Okay, that's good. Alrighty. Now, this was the hard one. So of note, probably makes sense to have kind of a smaller screwdriver here. I'm going to fold back the carpet because that just gives me that little bit of extra space. And I think that's, yep. So future reference, it helps to take the carpet out. It still gets very tight, so you're going to need to kind of keep the Alrighty. And now, last few things. You just have to put the plastic back. So we have it here. Put it into place. First things first, we have to hook the cable back first. Let's do that. Now, one of the things I noticed was that this plastic piece, I didn't see a lot. Get the camera. This plastic piece here, I didn't see too many other videos kind of mentioning it, but so what it was this was attached right here to this clip. Most of the videos I did while I was looking at how to do this didn't include this, so I don't know if this is something new for just this 2020 model, or maybe like originally it didn't come with it. I don't think it'll be a big deal to have it reattached, although I guess the only thing would be if it starts making kind of a rattling sound. Tell you what, you know what, I am gonna try and feed it back in. Let's see if I can get a good angle. Like the light right here. I know some of you are probably going to say I'm doing a bad job, and you know what? I would agree with some of it. There we go. There's an opening there, so did that. Hook that back up. Now, it's just a case of fitting this back in. I did bend my nail back, so that's not very comfortable. But let's see here. This could be just dandy. And So it brings us back to our original question. BMW would have charged me $229.99, of course, plus their own tax. So I have managed to change the air filter. It took longer than I expected, especially based on the research I had done ahead of time. I've changed the cabin air filter on other cars, which have been much simpler. But in this case, it was a matter of taking the trim off, which was to be expected, but also with the kind of disconnecting the trim, which was a little bit different than I expected, taking off the screws, which are kind of hard to get to, and then doing the clips. So all in, I think it's taken me probably about an hour. I don't think if I had to do it again, it would take me that long, now that I know kind of just the appropriate flow of how to get things detached and where to look for and everything. So I think if this is the first time, it probably will take you about an hour, but even still, an hour's worth of work plus $30 for the filter, I think that's still a savings compared to the $230 that BMW would have been charging. Now that's the price that was quoted to me from the dealership here in the Midwest, kind of the Chicagoland area. I don't know if these rates would be any different in other places. They may be, but that's at least what the dealership I got my car from is charging. And so, but now that we're done, hopefully this gives you a sense of how to do it. I think most of the videos on have shown you how easy it is to do. In this case, for a first timer doing it on my own car, I think this is more relevant to what you may come across, but all's well. I think this kind of shows just how you can save some money doing some of the maintenance yourself. So this is the Naptown Fizzle. Peace out.